Are you a guy or a gal over the age of 40, or even under 40 for that matter, wondering if it's too late for you to start Career 2.0 as an airline pilot? Well, if so, you are in the right place. In today's video, I want to share with you what's worked really well for this channel, as well as ask you for your feedback on what you'd like to see from me in the future, so that for the Career 2.0 crowd, the Fly with Trent channel continues to be the very best channel to help you navigate your career, so you can take advantage of all of the best opportunities available for folks like you and me. Before I dive into what I'm thinking about for the future, I want to make sure that newer viewers are aware of the videos that have caused my channel to grow from 0 to over 15,000 subscribers in just a few months. It all started when I posted my very first video titled, "Is 53 Too Old to Become an Airline Pilot?" When I created this video, I had no idea if anybody would watch it, and much to my surprise and delight, so far it has been viewed 26,000 times. After that, I recorded my next video, which was titled "My Plan to Earn 6 Figures as an Airline Pilot in 18 Months, Starting at Age 53, and that was when things went a little crazy. That video was watched over 100,000 times in its first 2 weeks, and that was when I realized that I definitely was not alone in my desire to become an airline pilot a little later in life. And finally, once I'd completed the training that I talked about in my second video, which I was able to do ahead of schedule and under budget, I posted another video that explained how I got 7 ratings in 91 days, what it costs, and what my plans for the future were. So far, that video has been watched over 100,000 times, so if you haven't seen that one yet, you might want to check it out. Now that my channel has over 15,000 subscribers, almost 800,000 views, and I think somewhere over 10,000 comments, I've realized that there are quite a few people who've come to rely on me to help them to figure out the best way to achieve their goal of becoming an airline pilot, and I want you to know I don't take that responsibility lightly. I'm truly honored to be in this position, and I want to do the very best job possible to continue to serve the niche audience that I've attracted. So with that being said, I'd like to talk about what types of content that I could be creating going forward, and then ask you to give me your thoughts and your opinions right down in the comments below, so that I can do the best job possible going forward. So being as all my most popular videos have been about proving that middle-aged folks like me and you have enough time to become airline pilots, I'm pretty certain that creating more of that type of content would be a good idea. But what I'm less certain about is what specifically should I be creating. For example, I've already covered how to get ratings quickly and affordably, and I've shown through my own experience that that's totally doable. That story has been kind of covered, and I'm wondering, what else does my audience want to see? For example, do you want more interviews with airline pilots, or do you want me to cover more of the pilot cadet programs like the SkyWest program that I'm a part of? Because all of the information about those programs is on their website, which you can easily read, so I don't know why I would necessarily create a video about that. So what else is it that you guys would like me to create for you under the sort of topic heading of career planning? If you could pause the video right now and maybe leave an answer to that question in the comments, that would be wildly helpful. So many of you have left comments in the many videos that I've done asking for more in-cockpit footage. And while I haven't yet really done a whole lot of that, what I have done really hasn't been very successful. For example, my video about going to Cascade with my student Blake has been one of the least popular videos that I've ever created, and I'm trying to understand, why that is when people are saying, hey, this is what I want to see, as well as what type of in-cockpit footage is it that you're wanting to see. Maybe that video with Blake was boring for whatever reason, that's why nobody watched it, or maybe just nobody's really that interested in in-cockpit footage. Because let's face it, there's so many other channels doing in-cockpit footage. So in that regard, I'm not doing anything different than anybody else is doing, which is really why I haven't done a whole lot of it yet. So again, I'm asking for your help. If you have an opinion on the idea of me producing more in-cockpit footage, if you could hit the pause button and just express that opinion down in the comments below, because I read every single comment, that would be incredibly valuable. Thank you. So another type of content that I've considered making is videos to actually give you lessons on instrument flying using Microsoft Flight Simulator, because it's relatively easy to do and I can create all sorts of scenarios and weather which is accessible to me on demand versus, you know, like waiting for a bad day in the real world so I can go flying and film it. But my hesitation with creating more of this type of content is that Dan over at Flight Insight, he already does a phenomenal job of creating that type of content. So I don't know why you would need it from me. Is there something that, you know, he's not covering that I should be covering? So if you have an opinion here on instrument training and whether you'd like to see it, again, if you could pause the video and just leave me another little comment, some feedback down in the comments, that would be incredibly helpful. So what I've mentioned so far are the things that I think would be most likely to be valuable to you guys, my niche audience. And so my request now is pretty simple. Like, what haven't I thought of in this video? You know, maybe there's some things that you're thinking of that I just simply haven't mentioned. So again, as I've done with the previous ones, if you could be kind enough to pause the video and leave me yet another comment of saying, well, hey Trent, what about this? Or what about this? Or what about this? That would be very, very helpful for me in helping to plan the types of things that you guys are going to find valuable in the future. So thank you for watching this far, and let me close out today's video by expressing my deep gratitude to each and every one of you, because without you guys, I don't have a YouTube channel and there is no Fly with Trent. And I never in my wildest dreams imagined that my channel would get as many views as it has and as many subscribers and comments as has, and that I would start to randomly get recognized at airports. And yes, this actually happened. You know, I was on my way to Phoenix the other day and I'm walking down the aisle with my phone in my hand, and suddenly this guy who's a valet parker at the airport, he yells out, "Hey, you're the YouTube guy, Fly with Trent, I love your videos." So that's really something that never happened to me in my life before. And I have all of you to thank for it. So I want to continue to do the very best job possible to keep creating content that you guys want to watch. And that's what this video is all about. So I am all ears when it comes to what you think I should be creating between now and when I sort of put a conclusion to my whole story. Is, you know, when I get to 1,500 hours and I started an airline, obviously I'm going to shoot a video and sort of chronicle the whole story, but we're not there yet. There's a whole bunch of time between now and then that I need to keep creating helpful, engaging, really great content for you guys. And so I'm hoping that this video gets viewed by a lot of people on the channel, and I am hoping that you'll all be really helpful with leaving comments for me to help me think of things that's going to be really great for you guys between now and kind of next summer. So thanks very much for watching. You have my deep gratitude, and come fly with Trent in another video soon. Take care. Bye-bye.